Good day to you, ladies and gentlemen. This is Tony Gibson again for Extreme Air Guns, and you'll find them at www.extremeairguns.com. I'm going to be doing a review today for you on the Nova Vista Alpha. It's the rifle that you're seeing in front of you over here. I have to say one thing, it's very accurate for its price class. It's a really lovely gun. It shoots superbly. It's got a lovely trigger action. The cocking mechanism is light. It's actually really well put together. It's made in China, and they seem to have really produced something value for money. I'm really liking this gun. It's very impressive. I have not fired a Nova Vista before this review, and I got to say that I'm impressed. Okay, so what's the specs on this gun? So let's have a look. It's a .22 caliber, 5.5 millimeter, and we dialed this up. It's got a pressure regulator on the side over here that we can turn to high and low, same as most of the other guns that I've reviewed so far. And when we dialed it up to the high, we were able to get 950 foot per second. Okay, and look, you got to understand that it's a 300 bar cylinder that you're filling, and that's been able to, well, that gave us 950 foot per second. But at 950 foot per second, we're getting 90 shots. Okay, when we dialed it back to the low setting, I managed 750 foot per second, and these are with 14.35 grain pellets. We then did a test on the 18 gram pellet, and when we dialed it up to high, it did 860 foot per second, and then again on the low setting, we managed to get 650 foot per second when we dialed it back. Okay, that's with the 18 grain pellet. So in general, we did our shooting with the 14.35 grain pellets, and there our highest setting that we got on that when we actually were firing it through the chronometer to be able to get all the specs was 962 foot per second. So a little bit faster than when we did the initial test. And then the lowest that we got on a grouping of around 20 shots was 940 foot per second. Now that's pretty good. It didn't drop off that much. Okay, considering the fact that we can get 90 shots out of it, it's got a huge capacity, and it is a regulated gun, so all your shots are going to be very consistent. Okay, so what comes in the box? Well, you've got your user manual. You've also got a filling probe. You have your 10-shot magazine. Remember, it's a .22. They give you an Allen key. Not entirely sure where you use that yet, but yeah. And then you get your single shot .22 loading rail. Okay, so the pellets that we're shooting at the moment for these tests, and most of the tests that I'm doing at the moment, we're looking at the Diablo Exact. This is a .22, but this is the 14.35 grain that we were shooting with this gun. Okay, then let's take a look how you actually load the magazine. Okay, we haven't really covered this in any of my reviews yet, but to load this magazine, you twist this according to the same direction as what the arrow is pointing. Load your first pellet in, nose first. But hold your finger at the bottom so that it doesn't fall out the bottom, and then rotate the clear plastic cover. Now the pellet is locked into position, and you can continue filling the next slot and so on. So you'll see first one in, rotate it, put it into the next slot, and just continue that until you've got all 10 pellets in position and loaded. You just got to line it up properly. There we go, and in. Okay, so once you've got this completely loaded, then what you do is you take the rifle, and the magazine is going to slot into this position over here. To do that, make sure the gun is on safe, and then cock it. Make sure the magazine is orientated correctly with the clear side facing you, and slot it in until it goes click. So there we go. Now that it's in, when you push the lever forward, there's one pellet that's already been loaded into the chamber now. Okay, make sure it's on safe, and safety first, guys. Make sure that Okay, let's take 5 shots at 25 meters. Okay, first shot pretty close to the center of the target. Yep, that's pretty good. Still dead on target. Okay, so nice grouping. I'm happy with the performance of the Nova Vista Alpha. It's a .22 caliber rifle, 5.5 millimeter. It's got some good accuracy. You guys are gonna enjoy this. So contact Extreme air guns. They'll definitely sort you out with one. I like it. Made in China, cost effective, a good buy. That's good value for money, guys.